Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to explore a powerful truth, a truth that speaks to the heart of human connection, to the essence of attraction, and to the very nature of what it means to be a man or a woman in today's world. Now, let's take a moment to understand something deeply fundamental. Attraction is not just about physical appearances or surface-level impressions. It's about energy. It's about the way one person radiates their presence, their essence, and their authenticity into the world. And when it comes to men and women, this energy is magnetic, compelling, and transformative. Men, at their core, are drawn to something that resonates with them deeply. And that something is the strength, the depth, and the autonomy that independent women bring into a room. Why? Well, let's explore this truth, because it's not just about being alone or being self-sufficient. It's about a woman's ability to thrive in her own energy, in her own space. An independent woman is a woman who doesn't need validation from the world or anyone around her. She stands firm in her own sense of self, unapologetically and with confidence. Now, think about this when you're around someone who is grounded in their own truth, who isn't seeking approval or constantly adjusting to others' expectations. There is a profound power. It's an energy that speaks of freedom, self-respect, and inner peace. And this energy is incredibly attractive to men. Men are not just looking for a woman to complement their life, to fill a void, or to act as a reflection of their own insecurities. They are searching for a partner, a companion, someone who has her own purpose and path in life. A woman who holds her own space with clarity and conviction. Why is this so important? Because in this modern age, men have evolved, and deep down they desire partnership, not dependency. They want someone who challenges them to grow, someone who encourages them to evolve and become more of who they are meant to be. An independent woman doesn't settle for the mediocre. She strives for excellence in every area of her life. And in this pursuit, she calls upon a higher standard in those around her. But this doesn't mean independence is about being distant or rejecting connection. Far from it. True independence in a woman does not isolate, it frees. It creates room for true, genuine connection. It makes space for love, for partnership, and for mutual growth. Imagine the power of a relationship where two people come together not because they need each other, but because they choose each other. The foundation isn't built on neediness or scarcity, but on abundance and mutual respect. When a man sees this independence, he sees a woman who is capable of thriving in her own right. She is the embodiment of strength, wisdom, and resilience, and within her energy, a man sees something that inspires him to tap into his own potential. She does not compete with him. She challenges him to become a better version of himself. She teaches him that growth is limitless. She shows him that success is not measured by what others think, but by the courage to follow one's own path. But let's not overlook the underlying reason why men are so drawn to this energy. It's because independence is the hallmark of a woman who trusts herself. And when a man sees a woman who trusts herself, it mirrors something he wants for himself, self-trust. It's this very trust that opens the door to true vulnerability, to true intimacy. When both people trust themselves, they trust each other. And this mutual trust is the cornerstone of a meaningful, lasting relationship. So men are attracted to independent women not just because of their strength, but because of what it represents: freedom, authenticity, self-love, and the willingness to embrace both the joys and challenges of life with a full heart. As we move forward in our lives, let's remember that true independence doesn't mean isolation. It means a willingness to stand firm in your truth, to live according to your values, and to inspire those around you to do the same. It's not about being alone, it's about being whole. And when we live from a place of wholeness, we invite deeper, more meaningful connections that elevate both ourselves and the people we share our lives with. The truth, then, is this: men are attracted to independent women because in them, they see the essence of their own potential. They see freedom, strength, and the beauty of a woman who walks with conviction. And it is this very energy that forms the foundation of the deepest, most powerful connections between men and women. Attraction is a powerful force that transcends superficial characteristics and reaches deep into the essence of who we are as human beings. It's not just about physical appearance or material traits, it's about energy, connection, and the magnetic pull that exists between two individuals. When we talk about attraction, we often refer to something intangible, something that can't always be explained logically but can be felt on a visceral level. It's the feeling that arises when two people meet and something in them resonates with one another, an invisible thread that connects them. The truth about attraction is that it goes beyond what the eye sees. It involves how someone carries themselves, how they express their values, and how they interact with the world around them. Attraction is rooted in energy. It's the energy of confidence, the energy of self-awareness, and the energy of being grounded in one's own identity. This kind of attraction isn't about seeking validation or approval from others. It's about being whole within oneself and allowing that fullness to shine outward, creating an aura that others are naturally drawn to. This energy isn't limited to romantic connections, it also applies to friendships, business relationships, and any form of human interaction. People are attracted to individuals who exude positivity, purpose, and a sense of self-assurance. When someone knows who they are and stands firm in their values, they become magnetic. They pull others toward them not because they need attention, but because they naturally radiate a powerful presence. Attraction, in this sense, becomes an energy exchange that moves beyond appearances and into something much deeper. This kind of attraction isn't about manipulation or trying to impress others. It's about a natural alignment of one's inner and outer worlds, where there's no pretense or facade. It's pure, authentic, and undeniable. When a person is connected to their true self, others are naturally drawn to them, often without fully understanding why. It's a feeling that bypasses logic, allowing people to sense the depth of someone's energy and presence. Independence is often misunderstood as simply being alone or self-reliant in a traditional sense. However, true independence is a deeper state of being. It is not just about living without relying on others, it is about living with purpose, conviction, and the ability to thrive regardless of external circumstances. An independent person carries an internal strength that allows them to navigate life with clarity and resilience. This strength comes from knowing that they are enough on their own, that they do not need to depend on anyone to define their worth or validate their existence. True independence is about autonomy, but not in the sense of isolation. It's about the freedom to make choices that align with personal values and desires, free from external pressures or societal expectations. This kind of independence is empowering because it stems from a deep self-awareness. When someone is independent in this way, they are fully in tune with their own thoughts, feelings, and desires. They are capable of standing firm in their decisions without the fear of judgment or rejection from others. They trust themselves to navigate challenges and know that their journey is their own to shape. Independence also nurtures creativity, self-expression, and a strong sense of individuality. It allows a person to explore their passions, pursue goals, and build a life that reflects their true nature. The independent person does not shrink or compromise their values for the sake of fitting into a mold or meeting others' expectations. They carve their own path, even if it means going against the grain. This kind of strength and authenticity is deeply attractive because it signals to others that this person is aligned with who they truly are and is not swayed by the opinions or judgments of others. Furthermore, independence is the foundation for mutual respect in relationships. When both individuals in a relationship are independent, they bring their full selves into the partnership. They are not dependent on each other for emotional or financial fulfillment, but choose to be together because they complement each other's growth and happiness. Confidence is often seen as a trait that defines someone's success and presence in the world. It's not just about appearing self-assured, it's about a deep, unshakable belief in one's own worth, abilities, and value. True confidence arises from within, not from external validation or recognition. It is the ability to trust oneself completely, to stand firm in one's decisions and actions without needing constant approval from others. This confidence is rooted in a deep understanding that no matter what happens externally, a person's sense of self remains intact and unshaken. People who exude genuine confidence are not arrogant or overbearing. Instead, their confidence is quiet, grounded, and natural. It is reflected in their body language, the way they speak, and the way they speak, and the way they move through the world. It shows in their ability to handle challenges with grace and composure, knowing that setbacks are simply a part of the journey. Confident individuals are comfortable with themselves, and this comfort allows them to connect with others on a deeper level. Confidence also involves vulnerability, as it requires the courage to embrace one's flaws and imperfections. It is the understanding that being imperfect does not detract from one's value. In fact, it enhances it. Confidence is the acceptance of both strengths and weaknesses, the acknowledgement that growth is a continuous process. It is the freedom to be authentic, to express opinions without fear of judgment, and to stand up for oneself even in the face of adversity. This authenticity attracts others because it creates an environment of trust and openness. Confidence is also contagious. When someone is confident, they inspire others to be confident as well. It creates an energetic shift, one that encourages people to step into their own power and embrace who they truly are. It acts as a mirror, reflecting back to others what is possible for them, making them believe that they too can rise to their highest potential. It doesn't just impact the individual who is confident, it transforms the people around them as well. Energy is the unseen force that drives our interactions, our experiences, and our relationships. It is the essence that permeates everything around us and shapes how we perceive and connect with others. Each individual has a unique energy signature, an aura that reflects their inner state and influences how they are perceived by the world. This energy isn't just about physical presence, it's about the vibrations we emit based on our thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's the invisible thread that connects us to the people and situations we encounter. When we are aligned with our true self, our energy flows freely and effortlessly. It becomes magnetic, drawing people towards us without us even trying. This energy speaks louder than words. It communicates who we are, what we value, and what we bring to the world. Whether we are aware of it or not, we constantly project energy, and it shapes our relationships, our opportunities, and the environment around us. People are naturally attracted to positive, uplifting energy because it makes them feel safe, inspired, and empowered. Energy is also fluid. It shifts and changes depending on our mental and emotional state. When we are filled with self-doubt or negativity, our energy becomes dense, heavy, and repellent. But when we are aligned with joy, confidence, and love, our energy is light, expansive, and inviting. The energy we radiate has the power to either uplift or drain those around us, and this influence cannot be overstated. In fact, it is often our energy, not our words, that creates lasting impressions on others. A person's energy is also a reflection of their inner world. It is an external manifestation of how they feel about themselves, how they perceive the world, and how they approach challenges. Those who cultivate positive energy tend to approach life with an open heart, ready to connect with others in a meaningful way. They don't just engage with the world on a superficial level, they interact with it energetically, bringing warmth and authenticity into every encounter. This energy is magnetic, pulling others in, because it makes people feel understood, valued, and supported. Self-sufficiency is often misunderstood as a cold, solitary existence, but it is in fact the bedrock of personal empowerment and resilience. Being self-sufficient means having the ability to take care of oneself in all aspects of life, emotionally, mentally, and even financially, without relying on others to complete or validate one's existence. It is not about rejecting help or avoiding connection, but rather about having the inner strength to stand alone when necessary and navigate life's challenges independently. A self-sufficient person is someone who has developed the tools to thrive without external support, but that does not mean they are closed off or uncooperative. They understand the value of interdependence and the importance of building meaningful relationships, but they do so from a place of autonomy. Self-sufficiency is about self-respect and self-love. It's the understanding that one's worth is not contingent upon others' approval or support. It is a mindset of abundance where a person understands that they have the resources, skills, and resilience to handle life's ups and downs regardless of what comes their way. This ability to rely on oneself creates a sense of stability that radiates outward. When a person is self-sufficient, they are less likely to fall into patterns of neediness or dependency, and as a result, they become more attractive to others. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, who have a clear sense of purpose and direction. These individuals tend to inspire trust because they show that they can stand firm in difficult times, and they are capable of navigating the complexities of life with grace and strength. Moreover, self-sufficiency nurtures confidence. Knowing that you can depend on yourself in any situation builds an inner security that is invaluable. This security allows for the freedom to take risks, to explore new opportunities, and to grow without the fear of failure or rejection. When a person is self-sufficient, they are not weighed down by uncertainty or doubt because they know they have the capacity to handle whatever comes their way. This inner strength becomes a source of inspiration for others and encourages them to cultivate their own sense of self-reliance. Growth is an essential aspect of life that is both a natural process and a conscious choice. It is the journey of evolving, expanding, and improving oneself in every possible way. Growth doesn't just happen, it requires intention, effort, and an openness to change. It involves stepping outside of one's comfort zone, facing challenges head-on, and embracing the discomfort that often accompanies progress. Growth is about more than just acquiring new skills or knowledge. It is about evolving into a stronger, wiser, and more authentic version of oneself. At the heart of growth lies the willingness to learn from both successes and failures. When we are committed to growing, we see each experience as an opportunity to evolve rather than a final destination. The process of growth often involves making mistakes and experiencing setbacks, but these moments are valuable teachers. Each obstacle encountered is an invitation to reassess, adapt, and refine one's approach. It is this resilience in the face of adversity that strengthens a person's character and fortifies their determination to continue moving forward. Growth is also deeply intertwined with self-awareness. It requires a person to examine their beliefs, behaviors, and patterns, and to question whether they are truly aligned with their goals and values. This introspection can be uncomfortable, but it is necessary for real transformation. As individuals grow, they begin to shed limiting beliefs and old patterns that no longer serve them. They start to embrace their strengths and acknowledge their weaknesses, understanding that true growth comes from acceptance and self-compassion. The pursuit of growth brings about a sense of purpose. It fuels passion, motivation, and the desire to continually push the boundaries of what is possible. A growth mindset empowers individuals to see challenges not as roadblocks but as opportunities for development. It creates an inner drive to keep evolving, to break through limitations, and to become more than what one was yesterday. When a person is committed to growth, they inspire others to embark on their own journey of self-improvement, creating a ripple effect that transforms not just the individual, but also the world around them. Authenticity is one of the most powerful qualities a person can embody. It is the ability to be true to oneself, to embrace one's true nature without fear of judgment or the need for external validation. Authenticity is about showing up in the world as you truly are, without pretending to be someone else or masking your true thoughts and emotions. It's the courage to live in alignment with your values, to express yourself honestly, and to engage with the world in a way that is consistent with your inner truth. When a person is authentic, they attract others who resonate with their genuine energy. People are drawn to those who are unapologetically themselves because authenticity creates a sense of trust and safety. When we are authentic, we signal to others that we are comfortable in our own skin and are not hiding behind any facades. This vulnerability invites connection because it allows others to relate to us on a deeper level. Authenticity creates a space where people can drop their own masks and show up as their true selves as well. Being authentic also means having the courage to express your needs, desires, and boundaries clearly. It is about knowing what feels right for you and making choices that honor your inner truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Authenticity isn't always easy. It can require difficult conversations, taking risks, and stepping away from situations that don't serve you. However, the more a person lives authentically, the more they develop an unshakable sense of self-respect and confidence. They stop seeking approval from others and begin to trust their own inner guidance. Authenticity is also about consistency. It's about aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with your values. When you are authentic, you don't change who you are to fit in or to meet others' expectations. You simply show up as you are, and this consistency builds integrity. Authenticity doesn't mean being perfect, it means being real, honest, and unafraid to embrace both strengths and flaws. This genuine way of being creates meaningful, lasting connections that are grounded in mutual respect and understanding. Empowerment is the process of gaining control over one's life and recognizing the inherent strength and potential within. It is about taking ownership of your decisions, actions, and circumstances, understanding that you are the architect of your own reality. True empowerment comes from within. It is the inner belief that you have the ability to shape your life and influence the outcomes you experience. Empowerment is not about external factors or waiting for others to give you permission to succeed. It is about realizing that you have the tools, the skills, and the mindset to create the life you desire. At its core, empowerment is about self-belief. It involves developing confidence in your own abilities and trusting that you are capable of overcoming challenges. It is the recognition that every situation, no matter how difficult, holds the potential for growth and learning. Empowered individuals understand that they are not defined by their past or their circumstances, but by how they choose to respond to the present moment. This mindset allows them to face obstacles with resilience and determination, knowing that they have the power to navigate through them. Empowerment is also about self-care and self-respect. It involves setting healthy boundaries, honoring your needs, and prioritizing your well-being. Empowered individuals are not afraid to say no when something does not align with their values or when it drains their energy. They understand that true empowerment is rooted in balance and inner peace. By taking care of themselves, they are able to show up fully in their relationships and endeavors, bringing their best selves into everything they do. Furthermore, empowerment fosters independence. It encourages individuals to take responsibility for their own growth and success rather than relying on others to fulfill their needs. This independence doesn't mean isolation, but rather the strength to stand alone when necessary, to trust in one's own decisions, and to pursue personal goals with purpose. Empowered individuals are not afraid to carve their own path, even if it means stepping outside of societal norms or expectations. They trust their intuition and their abilities, knowing that they are capable of achieving greatness on their own terms. Partnership is the union of two individuals who come together with mutual respect, understanding, and a shared commitment to growth. It is more than just a relationship, it is a dynamic, evolving connection that thrives on collaboration, trust, and support. True partnership is built on the foundation of equality, where both individuals contribute equally, not just in material ways, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. It is a space where each person brings their strengths to the table and supports the other in areas of growth, allowing both individuals to flourish and evolve together. In a partnership, there is no place for competition or comparison. Instead, the focus is on complementing one another. Each person has their own unique qualities, but together they create a synergy that is greater than the sum of its parts. It is this sense of balance that allows a partnership to thrive. Both individuals are encouraged to pursue their individual goals while also supporting each other's dreams and aspirations. This creates an environment of mutual empowerment where both people feel valued and encouraged to grow. Partnership also involves deep communication. It is about being open and honest with one another, sharing thoughts, feelings, and vulnerabilities without fear of judgment. Good communication fosters understanding and prevents misunderstanding. It creates a safe space where both individuals feel heard, validated, and respected. In healthy partnerships, each person feels comfortable expressing their needs and desires while also being attentive to the needs of their partner. This reciprocal exchange creates a harmonious dynamic where both people feel connected and cared for. In a true partnership, there is a shared vision, a common purpose. While each person may have their own goals and aspirations, they understand that their journey together is just as important as their individual paths. The bond that forms between them is one of mutual trust, where each person is committed to the well-being and happiness of the other. This trust provides the foundation for a partnership that can withstand challenges, celebrate triumphs, and evolve with the ever-changing nature of life. Self-love is the foundation upon which everything else in life is built. It is the deep and unwavering understanding that you are worthy of love, respect, and care simply because you exist. Self-love is not selfish or narcissistic, rather, it is the ability to nurture your own well-being, to treat yourself with kindness, and to honor your own needs and desires. It is about creating a loving relationship with yourself that supports your growth, happiness, and inner peace. When you practice self-love, you recognize that your value is not determined by others' opinions, your achievements, or your appearance, but by the inherent worth you possess as a human being. Self-love requires self-awareness and self-acceptance. It involves understanding and embracing both your strengths and your weaknesses. It's about being honest with yourself, acknowledging your imperfections, and loving yourself through them. The practice of self-love also means not allowing others to dictate your self-worth or compromise your boundaries. It is the act of respecting yourself enough to say no when necessary and to protect your peace and well-being at all costs. When you have a deep sense of self-love, you understand that your happiness is not dependent on anyone else's approval or validation, but on your own relationship with yourself. Self-love also involves self-compassion. It is the ability to forgive yourself when you make mistakes, to treat yourself with patience when you face challenges, and to be gentle with yourself during times of struggle. It's about offering yourself the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. This compassion allows you to heal and grow without being weighed down by guilt or shame. Self-love is also a continual practice. It is not a one-time event or a destination, but a lifelong journey of honoring and cherishing yourself every day. When you practice self-love, you cultivate a sense of inner peace, confidence, and resilience that radiates outward, positively impacting your relationships, your work, and your entire life.